Hi guys, welcome back, my beautiful witches. How are you today? I have got a update for you, a bit about my path working with Beelzebub. Sorry, my throat's really dry. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of stuff's been going on. I am excited to share it with you now. As my path working started with Beelzebub, I've been kind of silent about things going on there, like behind the scenes. Now, it started in New York when I was in the middle of doing the Demon series, and I told you guys I had to stop because I got a visit from a demonic entity. Well, I wanted to kind of explain, let all the secrets come out in this video because I'm confident enough to do that. Something's wrong with my glasses. I didn't see it till now, but oh well. Anyway, no distractions, sorry. Most of you know I've been working with Beelzebub and kind of opened a door to Lucifer. It kind of invited him into my life when I did that ritual. Now there's a link between these two entities. That much I do know, and I'm going to get to the bottom of that. I just don't have much info yet on why these two are linked. That's one thing that I found out. Now, some even mistaken Lucifer and Beelzebub. That some have said in the past they're the same being, or that Beelzebub is Lucifer's right-hand man. And they are completely separate entities. But they do have that link. So when I get to the bottom of that, of course, I will let you guys know. But they have been doing some huge things in my life. I will go back to the beginning where I first started experiencing Beelzebub. I first saw him in New York while doing my demon series. First, my house swarmed with flies and there was no apparent reason for it. I searched everywhere, like, where are these things coming from? Because they drive me crazy. Okay, and then my next encounter was probably a few days later. Out of nowhere, I saw a dark, misty, hooded figure in the corner of my room. And he had like a misty shadow that moved. Kind of reminded me of a swarm of flies for his face, like around where the body would be, or the hands and face. It was like a black misty swarm that was moving. And very, very, very black entity. So when I first seen this, my reaction was, oh hell no, I gotta go get the sage, I gotta fucking do a ceremony. Nope, not happening, you know. But then he started speaking to me and things were making a lot more sense. First, he said to stop the demon series. And his reason was that the info online and in books are not even a quarter, okay? A quarter of what they are. And he said that most cannot begin to understand or comprehend what these entities are until they know, meaning working with them. When he speaks to me, I do get it a little clear, probably because I'm a medium, but also he does speak in kind of like an odd way to where you have to decipher some of the stuff. So mine is kind of like a translation of what he said mixed with what he actually said. But seeking them and opening up these doors to a realm we cannot fully understand yet. So I did what he said and I stopped the demon series. And behind the scenes and quietly, I was getting to know him. He's both fascinating and terrifying. And I know now why. Why those entities have a bad name. Why they have that stereotype in Christianity. It's because they have the power to destroy and create. These are intense beings because they put us on trial and truth and force us to change. And we're terrified of our own reckonings. In fact, it torments us sometimes to face the truth, to change. We want to be comfortable. And that is where all these stereotypical possession stuff comes from. These are people that have somehow opened these doors and they can't get through their reckoning. So it's tormenting them, in a way tormenting themselves. But Beelzebub said something to me that stuck, and it was for a reason. This was one of the biggest and most clear responses I got from him so far. He said, "Your pain was not in vain, but there will be more. I will break you. But in that breaking, you'll find your making. And if you make it, you will be reborn and see yourself in your higher ascent. I am your reckoning." Unquote. I was shocked, but then I began to understand and make sense of things. My pain in this life has felt unbearable, more than what I can handle at times. And I don't really open up about these things, but I think it's time. Part of facing it, right? One trauma after another, especially in youth and young adult years. Then more and more stacked on top of that. I was questioning, is life hell? Rape, abuse, death, abandonment, addiction, and heartbreak. Several times. But Beelzebub helped me understand why it was necessary, why we go through these things, and it ain't just me. Like our military, we're broken down. Like the Tower card, we face tribulation and build better and become a raw form of a soldier. I know that sounds kind of cliche to say, oh, well, your pain will only make you stronger. But what if that saying came from a deeper understanding of things, of these entities in our universe? But mark my words, if I survive this path working, my own reckoning, I'll be on top by the end of next year. And Lucifer now here, he is a tad more intense, but I don't think he's as mean as Beelzebub. Beelzebub's one of those, you ever met someone so blunt you almost thought it was a disorder? Yeah. I'm still trying to build the relationships, but I shall sit back and work and watch how this all unfolds and create my ending and begin my true ascent. And I want you guys to experience this through me. If you don't follow this path, I encourage you to stick around. See what happens through me. Because it's all going to be here, documented here. And I have a lot to share and show you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And that was my little update because you needed to know this in order to understand more things I'm going to continue to share with you. As always, with love, light, and a hint of darkness. Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave me a comment. Would you ever talk to a demon if you saw one? Let me know in the comment section.